This podcast is intended for adults 18 years and older. It contains explicit language and sexual situations. All thoughts and opinions expressed are of our own and not of those of any specific group, employer, or individual, and is not intended to take as professional advice.
Welcome to the Foreplay Podcast. Join the journey, experiences, and sexual adventures of two high school sweethearts navigating through the swinging lifestyle as millennials. Come along for the ride. Dare to play?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Foreplay Podcast. This is Bella.
This is Jase.
Today's episode is 5 swinger lifestyle hacks that we wish we would have learned as we started our journey. I think these things really would have helped us during our lifestyle journey, so it's something that we want to share with you guys, and hopefully it'll help you on your journey as well. Now, before we get started, remember, you do not need to do any of these things to have success on your own swinging lifestyle journey, but these are just some tips that we learned over time that helped us on our journey.
So our first tip, I think one of the biggest tips, if you guys have watched our videos for a while, listened to this podcast for a while, you're going to probably heard this one before, but it is talk to the first person you see. So this could go on a swinger vacation, this could go at the club, this could go anywhere really, but talking to the first person that you see makes a massive difference. And so what we used to do is we'd go to a club and maybe we'd see a couple we wanted to talk to, and we would kind of sit there and we would wait and be like, okay, well, let's just sit for 10 more minutes. We're going to say hello. Let's have one drink and we'll say hello. The longer you wait, you build up this like anticipation in you, and it gets scarier and scarier and harder and harder. And then sometimes the whole night goes by, you never even say hello. So one thing that we learned that helped for us is if you go say hello to that first person that you see, it doesn't matter who they are, just walk up and say something. It can be, hey, how are you? Where are you from? Is this your first time at the club? Whatever it is. But breaking that ice initially makes a massive difference. It kind of takes the pressure off. The first one is like out of the way in a sense. And then that way you feel like the rest of the night, it just flows a little bit easier. And then you do it again and again. And I feel like it just gets easier and easier with time. And then later on, I mean, it just feels much more natural. And you can do this anywhere. So it doesn't have to be the club. I mean, you can just make a small conversation with a person at the store or wherever you are. But just breaking that ice, you realize it's not near as scary as you think it is in your head. People are friendly, especially in these lifestyle scenarios. People want to make friends. People are in that environment to make connections, to make friendships. And so that's one of the biggest hacks is saying hello to the first person you see. You can do it together as a couple. You can go up individually, whatever works best for you, but saying hello to that first person you see is a massive hack.
Another hack for anyone who's nervous about attending a lifestyle club or event is to arrive early. Walking into a packed room full of people can really feel overwhelming, especially if it's your first time, but getting there early allows you to ease into the environment at your own pace, and instead of feeling thrown into the action, you can walk around the venue and figure out where everything is going to be before everyone else arrives. And many club staff members are also usually available early and may offer even be able to give you a tour of the venue. Having that extra time to get comfortable can make the rest of the evening feel much less intimidating. And arriving early also gives you a chance to find a comfortable place to sit and relax before things get busy. That way you can put your belongings or drink bag down if it's a bring your own alcohol club to secure a spot to return to. And instead of immediately jumping into conversations, you can simply observe and take in the atmosphere, and watching people arrive and seeing how everyone interacts can also help calm your nerves and make the environment feel a lot more approachable. You'll quickly realize that most people are there to have fun, meet others, and enjoy the experience. And seeing the event gradually come to life is a lot easier than walking into a room that's already fully packed. For a lot of people, that slower introduction can make a really big difference in their confidence level. And another benefit of arriving early is that it gives you and your partner a time to connect before the event gets louder and busier, and you could talk about how you're feeling, review your boundaries, talk about your hopes for the night, or just check in with one another before the night really starts to begin. Once the music is going and the conversations are happening all around you, those discussions can be a little bit harder to have together. And we are usually talking about this tip in the context of clubs, but it really applies to any lifestyle event that you go to, whether it's a house party, hotel takeover, a meet and greet, or a convention. Getting there just a little early can help you feel a lot more prepared and relaxed. And if you're feeling nervous, showing up a little ahead of time is one of the easiest ways to set yourself up for a great experience.
So the next hack is dressing on theme. And so basically at lifestyle clubs, lifestyle events, they have theme nights. That is the most typical thing, is you are going to see some sort of theme. Now, first of all, if you are not a theme person, you do not need to dress up on theme. Never feel like you need to dress up on theme. But one thing we've learned for us is dressing up on theme makes a massive difference. And what makes it so fun is it kind of gets things started before the party actually starts. So let's say you're going on a lifestyle vacation, or let's say you're going to the club. you are going to get your outfit ready several days before. And that's another piece of advice is don't wait until the last minute to get those outfits together, because that can feel stressful. That cannot be the most fun. But if you do it a week before or something, because you know you're going here, you know you're going on this vacation, whatever it is, you and your partner get to look at these outfits together. You need to talk about them together, and it starts to kind of get you excited before the actual party starts. It's also really awesome once you are there. They're kind of an icebreaker. And so if you dress on theme, someone else dress on theme, it's very easy to be like, hey, I love your outfit. Hey, I love your theme outfit. It's kind of that easy conversation starter, which, like we were talking about earlier, it can be nerve-wracking sometimes at the beginning. So anything that makes it a little bit easier just makes it overall feel more fun for us and makes it more approachable, a little bit less intimidating. Now, one thing I will say, at lifestyle clubs specifically, compared to, let's say, a lifestyle resort, a lifestyle cruise, something like that, people do not dress up on theme as much as they do on like the lifestyle vacations. I would say even more so, men don't dress up quite as much as women do, but that doesn't mean you still can't do something to theme. And so you can at least, pay an homage to theme. You can do something that just kind of is a little bit on theme if you don't feel like fully dressing up on theme. And you can do whatever you want. Like on the cruises or resorts, for example, you can wear a t-shirt that's on theme all the way to a super elaborate outfit. But when you do that, like I said, it gets people talking to you. It gives you a conversation starter to talk to other people, as well as letting you kind of get that party started before it ever starts with your own partner. Another hack is kind of going in with the talking to the first person you see, and it is to have like kind of simple openers so that you have something to say to people whenever you approach them. So I'm not talking about pickup lines or anything like that. It's just some basic stuff that you can ask to kind of take those nerves away. Because if you're going up to have that first conversation, the last thing you want to be thinking is, oh my God, what am I going to say? Am I going to say this? What am I? And like you go through your head and it gets a little bit overwhelming at times. So if you just have a few simple first lines, it can make that feeling of approaching people a lot more feasible, just a little bit easier. So you can say things like, hey, where are you from? If you're like maybe on a trip, or if you're at your local club, you can say, are you from around here? You can do lines like, how long have you been in the lifestyle? Have you been to this event before? Do you come here often? There's lots of little things like that, and you can ask that one question, then the next question, the next question. You have 3 to 5 questions already kind of in your back pocket that are keeping that conversation going. And then once that's happening, someone else asks a question. You guys kind of go back and forth, and that breaks that initial ice and makes that conversating that much easier. So that way it makes that approach less intimidating, and then once that conversation gets flowing, it's much, much easier, and the conversation just kind of naturally happens.
You'll notice as you start going to these events that people kind of have the same openers too. Like those are kind of the same things that you'll hear over and over again. So not only are you asking those questions, you're going to get asked those questions as well for you to answer. And another really good one is some kind of compliment, and not a super flirty like pickup line type compliment. That can be very over the top and pretty off-putting, but just especially when it comes to like women just going up and like complimenting their outfit or their dress or their shoes or something like that, or like when you're in the bathroom and bringing that up in a way of a compliment, that's a really good opening line as well.
This podcast is brought to you by us, Bella and Jase. If you're going on a vacation, or maybe you have a gift that you want to give your other lifestyle friends and you're looking for lifestyle clothing, we have the best apparel on the market for you. We have not only clothing, bikinis, swimsuits, we have backpacks, tumblers, cups, anything that you can name, we probably have it. You can find that at foreplay.com/shop.
Let's say you're at a party, you're going on vacation, things are moving a little bit slow. Maybe you want some conversation to flow. Maybe you want to move stuff towards play. Well, we have the perfect game for you. It's called Foreplay the Game. It is a digital and physical lifestyle icebreaker game, and you can find out all about it at foreplay.com/games. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com/games.
If you don't have a lifestyle vacation planned, a resort or a cruise planned, why not? You can join us. You can find that at foreplay.com/playcation. We have not only information about the events and trips that we'll be on this year, but also other options for you as well. And it doesn't cost any extra for you to book through our links, but helps us a lot, helps us continue to be able to make this type of content for you. Now back to the show.
Another tip we highly recommend is creating check-in signals with your partner before attending an event. Lifestyle environments can be really exciting, but sometimes they can be a bit overwhelming too. So having a simple way to communicate with your partner, and it helps you stay connected throughout the experience without constantly needing to stop and have a full conversation. This could be something as simple as a hand squeeze, a certain look and a smile, a gesture, or a quick phrase that has meaning between just the two of you. The goal here is to create an easy way to check in and make sure you're both feeling comfortable and having a great time. Staying connected with your partner is one of the best ways to build confidence and trust in these environments, and these signals can be useful in all kinds of situations, from casual conversations to more of those intimate, spicy experiences. Maybe you're talking with another couple and you want to quietly check if your partner is enjoying the interaction, or maybe you want to communicate that you're feeling great and you're having fun, or that you'd like to slow down things a bit. Having that simple signal between the two of you allows you to quickly exchange that information without interrupting the flow of the conversation. It can really help both partners feel more secure knowing they have a way to communicate with each other without having to communicate with each other, if that makes sense. Sometimes just a quick check-in is enough to make sure everyone remains comfortable and on the same page. And of course, check-in signals aren't meant to replace actual conversations when they're needed. If something feels off, or if one of you wants to step away and talk privately, definitely take the time to do that. Open communication should always come before worrying about interrupting a moment. These signals are really just a little tool for those smaller check-ins that help things continue to run smoothly throughout the night. And they allow you to stay connected and aware of how your partner is feeling without constantly stopping what you're doing. When this is used together with great communication, it can be a really incredible, effective way to navigate the lifestyle experience as a team.
So thank you guys for listening to this. I said there was 5 different swinger hacks that kind of just hopefully make things a little bit more approachable, a little bit more manageable. Like you said, you do not need to do any of these things to be successful in the swinging lifestyle, but anything that you can do to kind of take a little bit of that pressure off, ease into it a little bit, we feel like really, really helps. We have a ton more hacks. So we'll probably make another one of these at one point. We just want to say thank you guys for listening to this. And you want to go ahead and jump into Bella and Jase's Weekly Obsessions. Why don't you go first this week?
Okay, my weekly obsessions are 2 music obsessions. So Ariana Grande is one of my favorite music artists of all time, and Role Model is, I wouldn't say one of my favorite artists of all time, but I really do like his music, and he's one of my biggest celebrity crushes. I just love Tucker Pillsbury so much, and I love Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande came out with a song somewhat recently called Hate That I Made You Love Me, and I love that song. The beginning of it is there's something about it, like the instrumental at the beginning, it's kind of bubbly and almost like whimsical in a way, and I really like it. She's coming out with an album this year, and it's either is it July or August? There's so many artists coming out.
Hers comes out in July.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hers is on the same birthday as Harry Potter, July 31st. I hope that's correct. I think Harry Potter's birthday is on July 31st.
I think so too. I could be wrong though.
And then, so I'm so excited for her album. I've been seeing all of these videos of her on tour. Unfortunately, I did lose Ariana Grande Ticketmaster gate. So we were at some event, I think.
It wasn't Naughty Nolans, but I know we tried to buy multiple tickets at Naughty Nolans. We tried to buy Cat's Eye tickets last year at Naughty Nolans. We tried to buy Sabrina Carpenter tickets the year before at Naughty Nolans. I feel like every time we're at Naughty Nolans, we try to buy some tickets, but maybe it wasn't there. It was somewhere. I think we were at an event and we tried to get Ariana Grande. Whatever it is, we didn't get the tickets.
It wasn't because of the event. It's just because tickets are freaking hard to get now. I mean, I was so sad. Usually I am not huge on concerts, really. Jase really likes going to live music a lot more than me. I'm that person that's like, okay, watching the live stream high quality and like 4K on the TV, or watching like a music version, or like a movie version of it, like the Hit Me Hard and Soft one, something like that. I'm completely okay with that, but obviously this is not out yet. Like, she doesn't have a movie or a live stream of this concert that she's doing right now, her tour. And I wish I could see it so bad. And I've just been seeing so many little videos that people are posting online. I'm like, I wish I was there. But at the same time, I'm getting a really good view of it and being able to hear it.
And we have seen her before. For me, it's always easier whenever I have seen an artist, you're like, I missed out on tickets. Like, we saw Sabrina Carpenter at a pretty small venue before she really became Sabrina Carpenter. I was like, oh, how cool, we got to see her like at this cool venue. And like, it was still a big venue, but not the same. But when we lost out on those tickets, I was like, oh well, like at least we've seen her before. So that makes it a little bit easier with Ariana Grande, I feel like.
And then Role Model is actually going on tour this year as well. And tickets for his concert start on June 23rd or something. And it's a city card. I didn't even tell you this, but
American
it's
Airlines?
Don't we have that credit card? Heck yeah. So I actually think that I'm going to be able to get those tickets.
The pre-sale?
I did the pre-sale for Ariana Grande and Sabrina Carpenter too, but I don't think there's going to be as much of a competition to get tickets for Role Model. I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
His album comes out in August, and that's my other obsession is his song called High Hopes 3000. Oh, the music video is so cute. I just love him, and he's like roller skating. When I saw them pan down, he was in those roller skates. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm glad the concert is a time when we're here. The last, I think, actually 4 artists that we've seen a lot of artists. I'm very thankful for that. I think the last 4 artists I've wanted to buy tickets to have all actually been where we were during a Bliss cruise. It's the most first world problem of all
I know,
time.
champagne problems.
But I think it was like I think there's been 4 concerts I wanted to buy tickets to since 2024, and every single one of them has been the exact week whenever we're on a cruise. I would much rather be at the cruise, but that's why I was just saying I'm thankful that he's coming whenever the cruise is not.
Yeah.
Because it lines up nicely. So I'm happy that hopefully we'll be able to get tickets to that. And I said the venue's not that huge, so hopefully we'll get tickets pretty easy. So my 2 obsessions are, one, Kim Petras has I guess it's not new at this point, but she put out a song semi-recently called Need for Speed. It's just fun. I love Kim Petras. It's not slut pop. Like, I love slut pop the most, and I feel like I always will, but Need for Speed is a really just fun song. If you like Kim Petras and kind of her general sound, I think you'll definitely like Need for Speed. My other obsession is the movie Obsession. We are big horror
that's a good
movie
one.
people, and I thought Obsession was awesome. I read a lot of people that said Obsession was really scary. I didn't think it was actually very scary at all.
No, we quote it all the time too, and the parts that they think are scary, like that are known for being scary. When she's like in the corner of the room.
That was funny.
I know, we say it all the time. Go to sleep.
But that movie is really, really great. It's also breaking all of these records of like one of the smallest budget, biggest amount of money ever made ever. But that movie is really, really great. So that is my other obsession is Obsession. But thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast, and we will go ahead and hit you with the outro. Bye.
If you'd like to support the show, you can leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening to our podcast. All our information will be listed in the show notes below and on our website, fourplay.com. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we make videos and vlogs about the swinging lifestyle. Head to fourplay.com/YouTube to watch and subscribe. We have the ultimate adult party game for the sexually inclined called Foreplay the Game that's both digital and physical. It's perfect for breaking the ice and spicing up any party. You can find more information at foreplay.com/games. We also have the best swinger lifestyle, kinky, and adult humor clothing and accessories that you can find at foreplay.com/shop. If you're looking to plan a lifestyle destination, booking through our links at foreplay.com/travel really helps support the show and helps us be able to continue to create this type of content for you. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and more. You can find all our current social media accounts at foreplay.com/socials, and I have an OnlyFans which you can find at onlyfans.com/BellaLunaVIP. We also have a Facebook group and Discord community and would love for you to join us. You can find the direct links in the show notes below. Lastly, we're on STC and Cassidy at Foreplay, and you can get a free full membership trial by using our link. You can email us at hello@foreplay.com with any questions or comments, or head to foreplay.com/ask. Again, all our information will be listed in the show notes below, and we thank you so much for listening to our podcast. See you in the next one. Bye!